Wonderful course, a wonderful book. This was all done by my good friend, Mr. Robert Allen. Robert Allen has been a mentor to me since in my early 20s. And I got a chance, the privilege of being able to work with him for many years, decades and decades. Boy, did I learn a lot. And the one thing that when I got involved with him was because I went to one of his seminars, and he just happened to live in the same city where I was going to college. And I found out where his office was, and I went to his office and tried to get a job, not because I wanted a job, but because I wanted to hang out with guys doing it. And I got to hang out with millionaires, multimillionaires, guys that had bought thousands of houses and all of that. And so I want to bring Bob on for the first section. We want to go through the multiple streams of income course because there's such great information there. And you'll notice that a lot of things that I've got that I teach were influenced by Robert Allen and many other people. My goal is to take what he's done and be able to simplify it even one more step and make it so that other people can use it and understand it. So let's bring Bob on just for a minute. Let's get into the introduction from multiple streams of income.
I've got some good news and some bad news. First, the good news. If you're like the average person earning at least $25,000 a year, then in your lifetime, over $1 million will flow through your fingers. That's a lot of money. In other words, you're on track already to be a lifetime millionaire. And now for the bad news. If you're like most people, you'll spend it all, and after a lifetime of earning, end up with almost nothing. How can that be? Frankly, nobody teaches us about money. We receive no formal education in the most crucial of all life skills, how to become financially successful. Did you ever, in all your years of public education, attend a class entitled Money 101? Why isn't such a class mandatory in every elementary school? How have you learned what you know about money? You picked it up a piece here, a tip there. You absorbed attitudes from your parents, from the media. You observed the examples of friends. You proceeded through trial and error, the school of hard knocks. And what you learned was haphazard, mostly wrong, and certainly out of context. Most of the books you read about the subject probably overwhelmed you with the details or bored you with useless facts. If you're like most, you're confused and frustrated. Yet money is one of the most important subjects of your entire life. Some of life's greatest enjoyments and most of life's greatest disappointments stem from your decisions about money. Whether you experience great peace of mind or constant anxiety will depend on getting your finances under control. Your relationships will be greatly affected. In fact, most divorces in our society result from disagreements about money. Understanding money, how to make it and keep it, is absolutely essential to your life, to your relationships, to your happiness, to your future. Still, there are some people who seem to be naturally good at managing money. The same $1 million flows through their fingers, and they seem to know how to keep some of it and even make it grow, in some cases 100-fold more than the average person. Do these people work 100 times harder? Are they 100 times smarter? Of course not. They just know how to play the game. You see, money is a game, a very important game. And if you know the rules, you win. And if you don't know the rules, you lose. As physician George David said, wealth is when small efforts produce big results. Poverty is when big efforts produce small results. In this program, you'll finally learn how to play the money game and win. If you'll follow these simple strategies, you can enjoy a banquet of prosperity throughout your life, followed by a financially secure retirement. You'll learn a simple system for controlling your finances. You'll learn how to invest your surplus funds without losing sleep at night. You'll learn how to create multiple streams of lifetime income. How does that sound? You'll learn how to oversee your financial growing empire in as little as 10 minutes a day. You'll learn how to leave a financially secure future to your family and loved ones. Now, you may wonder how I qualify to be your instructor. Well, I started in the 1970s, perhaps just like you, with a dream of becoming financially independent. After graduating with an MBA from Brigham Young University in 1974, I began investing in small real estate ventures and parlayed a tiny nest egg into a multi-million-dollar net worth in a few short years. Along the way, I also suffered my share of setbacks. I've not only made millions, but lost millions, and thankfully made them back again. I know from the school of hard knocks what works and what doesn't. I've shared my powerful systems in the #1 New York Times best-selling book, Nothing Down, a proven program that shows you how to buy real estate with little or no money down. Now, this book became the all-time real estate investment classic used by beginning investors all over North America. I also wrote 2 other major bestsellers, the #1 New York Times bestseller, Creating Wealth, and the third book, The Challenge. In promoting this last book, I made a very bold statement. I said, send me to any unemployment line. Let me select someone who is out of work and discouraged. In 2 days' time, I'll teach them the secrets of success, and in 90 days they'll be back on their feet with $5,000 cash in the bank, never to set foot in an unemployment line again. This book, The Challenge, is the true story of how I selected 3 people from the unemployment lines of St. Louis, Missouri, and taught them the secrets of financial success. And yes, they were able to achieve incredible success in 90 days. One of the couples went on to earn over $100,000 in the 12 months that followed. To celebrate, I took them on Good Morning America with me. Now, what I'm about to share with you is the result of having worked with thousands of successful people over 2 full decades. I've seen people go from living on the streets to living in mansions, from driving a taxi to being driven in limousines. Although my most famous book is about real estate investing, this program will show you how to create wealth in many different ways, from multiple sources. Actually, there are 3 great wealth creation mountains. I call them money mountains, or mountains of money. Each mountain is distinct from the others, and yet each share similar characteristics. The mountains are called, #1, the investment mountain, #2, the real estate mountain, and #3, what I call the marketing mountain. From this mountain range of money mountains, there are at least 10 separate and distinct streams of income flowing into your growing reservoir of wealth. Each stream was carefully chosen using a formula I call the money tree formula. In this program, I'll teach you the 9 characteristics of the ideal stream of income. Then I'll teach you exactly how to profit from each of these streams. The goal is for you to add at least 1 new stream of income to your life each year. Eventually, these streams will overflow your life with prosperity and freedom. Now, the first question people usually ask at this point is, why multiple streams? Well, how many streams of income did it take in the 1950s for a family to survive? 1. Today, very few families can survive on less than 2 streams of income. And even that won't be enough in the future. It's a volatile future. You'd be wise to have multiple streams of income flowing into your life. Prosperous people have always known this. If one stream dries up, they have many more to support them. Ordinary people are much more vulnerable. If they lose one of their streams, it wipes them out, and it takes them years to recover. In the future, you'll need a portfolio of income streams, not 1 or 2, but many streams from completely different and diversified sources, so that if one stream goes, you barely feel the bump. You're stable. You have time to adjust. You're safe. Do you have multiple streams of income flowing into your life at this time? Maybe it's time to add another one. In this program, I'll teach you the nitty-gritty strategies and techniques for developing 10 separate streams of income. But first, let's make sure that your streams flow from a wellspring of true and sound financial principles.
So I love what I've learned in multiple streams of income. And what's kind of fun is I got a chance to work with Bob for decades. And you'll notice a lot of my real estate deals and other deals are in his books because I had the chance of working very closely with him. And what was fun is I was going out and doing it. And then I was talking to him, brainstorming how to continue to do it and do more of it. So I highly recommend you get into the multiple streams of income class and course. Wonderful material. And of course, our goal is to help you get to your next level. So we're going to say thanks to you people from all around the world. Thank you for being part of our world. Next week on Monday night, which is Tuesday morning for you, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we will be doing some kind of a live stream. Most likely you'll be able to see it on Wednesday morning or Thursday morning, as we're setting up mostly on that first night. And then Saturday, it's going to be kind of late. It'll be 11 o'clock your time, but there will be probably 400 or 500 people working on our big project on the National Day of Service. So thank you so much for being with us. Make a difference, make it happen. Remember, every life is precious. We'll see y'all next week.